A simple and easy way to create new habits super fast. Stay tuned. This is Damon with NLP Gym, NLP Techniques New Behavior Generator. If you haven't already, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. The New Behavior Generator is one of NLP's early techniques for creating habits. It's also part of what future pacing is if you're future pacing a new behavior. Future pacing is something that typically comes at the end of most NLP processes, if not all. And it's a way of bringing the change into the future. And if you're bringing a new behavior into the future, then you would use the New Behavior Generator. It's a pretty simple and easy technique, and it's been adopted by many other self-help models and personal development models since it was created. And it may seem easy and overly simplistic, but it shouldn't be undermined. The power of the technique should not be undermined by its simplicity. The simplicity is actually what helps it make it as powerful as it is. Let's say you want to have a new behavior and you want to create something new. This also you might want to create a behavioral change as well. So if you think of something you do that you don't want to do anymore and you want to do something else, you can also use that as well. Let's say you want to wake up an hour early because you want to work on another business venture, you want to work on some sort of creative pursuit, like you're writing a novel, you're painting a painting, or maybe you want to wake up early because you want to exercise. Of course, the New Behavior Generator can be used for any type of behavior. It doesn't have to be waking up early. But let's just use that as an example. Well, maybe you sleep till you absolutely have no more time and you only have enough time to get ready and go to work. So your New Behavior Generator, it may start in the morning. It may start with you waking up that hour early, but for some people it may start with going to bed an hour early, and it may start with setting your alarm an hour early. So you have to sort of figure this out for yourself. What is going to make this possible? When you decide you want to use the New Behavior Generator, first think about what is the new behavior? Where do you want to do this new behavior? With whom, if anyone, do you want to do this new behavior? And then maybe even you want to explore more how. How are you going to do this? And maybe even the why. What's important to you about this? Create the movie of the new behavior that you want. So if it's me waking up an hour early, maybe I start with going to bed an hour early, so I see that movie of me going to bed an hour early. Also, I might have thrown in there me setting my alarm an hour early. That may be important for you. It may not be important for someone else. And then I see the movie of me waking up, and then maybe I'll see the movie of me getting dressed, brushing my teeth, getting my coffee, and then sitting down to work or to exercise. You want to create that movie and rehearse it several times, and you'll notice that you probably need to make changes. You might need to add stuff in, and you may need to take stuff out. So you're editing it. You also want to be able to hear the movie. You don't want to just see it. You want to see it and you want to hear it as if you're watching it on a movie screen. Remember, you're watching yourself do this whole process. So keep refining it and editing it until you get it to look like it feels right, like it's very possible, it's very doable, and even compelling, like something you really want to do. Then you want to associate into the movie as if you're actually there and it's happening all around you. So you're going to see from your own eyes as if you're walking through this process or you're walking through this new morning habit or ritual. You want to hear what you would be hearing, even if it's silence. Sometimes people say, well, there's nothing going on. There's no music. There's no other people. So you may want to bring in, or you do want to bring in silence. Silence is a sound. Also bring in, what are you going to be feeling? You're going to be feeling the floor under your feet. Will you be feeling your bed if you're waking up early? You want to get those feelings in there too. So run through the movie, seeing what you would see, hearing what you would hear, and feeling what you would feel as if you're actually in the movie doing this new behavior. And you want to go from start to finish. In this associated process, you're probably going to find that you want to make more changes. You might want to add more stuff, you might want to take out more stuff. So you're going to edit from within, because when you get into the movie and you get into the actual behavior, you might realize that some things aren't going to work and some things will work better, or some things you can just eliminate because it's not necessary. So again, re-edit and keep editing and adding and taking away until it feels right as you go through this whole new habit, this new behavior. Now you want to watch the new movie on the screen you being disassociated, so you're seeing yourself in the movie going through the process. And then again, you might see that you need to make some changes. You might need to take some stuff out or put some new stuff in. And you may even want to drop back in and associate and just play it out again. When you're done, you want to make sure that you are not associated into this movie. You want to make sure that you're outside of this movie and you're watching it as if you're watching it on a screen. Because when you future pace, you want to make sure that you end up where you're watching yourself do it. Otherwise, you can maybe give yourself the feeling that it's already been done, that you've already created it, and then you don't create the change. See yourself disassociated, doing the new behavior, and you can even make it more compelling by tuning it up a little bit. You can brighten the colors, you can make it a little bit richer. Anything that's going to make you feel like you want to do this more is going to be good. You want to just make sure that it's quite doable, this new behavior, that it's likely you will do it, it's possible for you to do it, and that you're compelled to do it. You want to do this. Then check in with yourself. Is there any resistance to this? Is there any resistance to this new behavior that you want to create? If there is, it may mean that you need to go back and re-edit something. You may want to reassociate into the movie, or you may want to watch the movie a few more times. You want to just check in to see if that movie is right, rehearse it several times. If you're still feeling some resistance after that, you may need a different NLP process. This process works on the level of behavior. Some NLP processes go much deeper and go to the level of identity, go to the level of belief change or values. So you're just going to have to see where this process takes you. Sometimes behavioral change is much easier to do than people might expect. So it's good. The new behavior generator is a good place to start, and then if it doesn't work, then you know, okay, behavior is not where this thing is at. You need to take it somewhere else. You need to take it deeper into another process. And it's also good to know this process because you will use it when you're doing pretty much any NLP process when you future pace, or it'll be very similar. Give that process a try. This is a great, simple process, and it's one of the first processes you learn typically in an NLP practitioner training because it's simple and easy to use, and then later more complex NLP processes will build on this process. Check out our website, nlp-gym.com. Follow us on Facebook for real-time updates on upcoming workshops and free practice sessions we have coming up. If you like this video, please click like right down here and leave me a comment or even a question. I will follow up with you. Stay tuned to the end of this video so you can see how you can get your hands on a free NLP online training. Take care.